Hey, Bodacious Beast, welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. So, Bill Haley and his Comets, I wrote down on my notes, Comets. It's a groundbreaking rock band that was formed in 1947. The band performed Western swing before crossing over into rock and roll. Bill Haley also played a signature custom blonde 1956 Super, and he also had a black 1956 Gibson L7. Those were his guitars of choice. He had another Gibson prior to him becoming the band that we know today. The band had already had some success in the country western genre, but it was after covering a rockabilly version of, making a rockabilly version of Ike Turner's and the Delta Cats, Rocket 88 release, that the band decided to cross over or convert to perform rock and roll. It sold well, and it was followed by a 1952 cover of a 1940s rhythm and blues song called Rock the Joint. And in 1953, Haley scored his first national success with the original song, Crazy Man Crazy. And it was a phrase that Haley said that he had heard from his teenage audience. It said it was a contender for the title of the first rock and roll record. Now, don't forget, Rocket 88 was the first rock and roll genre record, but it is a contender for the first rock and roll record. While others state it was merely the first rock and roll song to hit the pop charts. It was also said to be the first rock and roll recording to be played on national television in the United States. The group's first session on April 12th, 1954, Decca session, yielded Rock Around the Clock, which became Haley's biggest hit and one of the most important records in rock and roll history. The sales of Rock Around the Clock started slowly since it was the B-side of a single. I did not put down what the A-side of the single was on this, which I believe was Crazy Man Crazy. Where's my notes here? An A-side is normally the featured song. It is it's the one that the record producer hopes that will receive radio airplay and become the big hit. The B-side, or the flip side, is the secondary song, often does not appear on the artist's LP. It's basically the artist's choice of what they want to be able to put on the backside. A lot of people play the A-side because that's what has been promoted. They had advertisements for it, they see it in the store, but nobody knows most people don't know what's on the B-side. Where am I at? Shake, Rattle, and Roll followed. Somewhat, it's just somewhat of a modernized cover version of Big Joe Turner's recording. Released earlier in 1954, Haley's Shake, Rattle, and Roll never achieved the same level of historical importance as Rock Around the Clock. Oh, I mixed up my notes. I mixed up my notes and caught a blooper. But it predated as the first international rock and roll hit. It did not attain the #1 position on the American charts, but it became Bill Haley's first gold record. Shake, Rattle, and Roll was also done by Elvis Presley, and it didn't achieve the same height as what Bill Haley did. Let's see, what else do I have here? It is a toss-up if Bill Haley was the first band to tour internationally, while his band continued to be popular, touring in the United Kingdom in February 1957, when Bill Haley and his crew were mobbed by thousands of fans at Waterloo Station in London at an incident which the media dubbed the Second Battle of Waterloo. Bill Haley continued to tour until his death in 1981, and the Comets still tour today. So that's just about all of the notes that I have, and I was really hoping I could get a lot more, just to be able to start talking more about Bill Haley and the Comets. And I've done more research and additional research to try and figure out, you know, what they did in later life after 1981 when Bill Haley battled cancer, and he toured while battling with cancer until his death in 1981. The Comets still perform 6 to 8 shows a year in the United States. Pretty much all of the original band members, except for, well, of course, Bill Haley, is still alive. And it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to go out and be able to hear the original sound from the original band. They don't play in Vegas a lot. A lot of people think, well, you know, maybe they might take up a residency in Vegas and play there so people can be able to go and, you know, dance at a old-fashioned sock hop and enjoy Bill Haley and the Comets. But this was a groundbreaking band. They did not follow the same pattern as Buddy Holly and the Crickets, because Bill Haley and his Comets had wind instruments, saxophone. They had the stand-up bass. They didn't have the electric bass. They had the keyboards, the piano, and then they also had the ensemble, of which was the lead guitar, the backup guitar, and the drums. So they had a huge band. They didn't have the simplified, more modern rock band. So that's probably why they achieved the success that they did early on, because of the sound. It was a danceable rock and roll sound, and it inspired into the Beatles. It inspired into Zeppelin. It inspired into a lot of other performers, and it got the attention of Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley got the attention of just about all the other bands, because he just basically took them all and then warped them into what his style was. So again, this is another mega huge recording artist that impacted rock and roll as it was today. If somebody came up with a band like this, if somebody built a band that was similar to Bill Haley and his Comets, not sounding like it, I'll talk about that in another video later on, not sounding like it, but coming up with something that's similar to it, and then creating their own to blow up. So, anybody have anything that they want to add about Bill Haley and his Comets, please drop it in the comment section below. I'm still researching it. I'm still taking my time with it. But I wanted to get a rock and roll artist out there and get the notes started. Drop it in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think of the video. If you guys like the video, share it. If you're new here, subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. Till next time, keep on rocking.